I don't think we're going to see much of McNeil at center anymore. That didn't look as good as it. I mean, I give him all the credit in the world for being able to even stand there in Major League center field. I think it's incredible athleticism, actually, that he did it at all. But it didn't grade out as like a plus center fielder, which Stearns wants. So I would say McNeil's probably either traded or sharing first base at bats would be my prediction.
Yeah, I could see him coming off the bench. I could see him traded. It's a little bit complicated now. He went through thoracic outlet surgery, which, yes, he's expected to be ready for opening day, but how much does that affect his trade value? So how much are you going to get back for him? I mean, but I like Jeff McNeil, the player. I have always said this. I do feel like you need a contact back. I do feel like super utility players are really, really valuable. There's always going to be guys that get hurt during the season. There's always going to be, situations where you do need somebody to be able to step into a role. And imagine having that all in one player. I mean, this is your Swiss Army knife guy. Sometimes you'll get on Twitter and people are just like ranting and raving about trading Jeff McNeil. And I'm just like, he is a cheap option that can get on base and play multiple positions. That does have value. And if the Mets don't value that, maybe there is another team that will. But again, the health situation might scare some guys away.
Yeah. I don't know how bad Jeff's surgery was, but, Laura, I agree. But, I go back to what I learned a long time ago. Second base became an offensive position a few years ago. And so all of a sudden now we're talking about defensive. Well, you know what? That's great when you have pretty good pitching. If you have mediocre pitching, you better be really, really good defensively because they're going to put the ball in play that much more. So I've always liked Jeff. He's put the bat on the ball. I like his versatility, what he does. And again, I go back to the teams that won for a number of years that had Ben Zobrist on their team. This guy could come off the bench, play any position on the field, get the job done. And again, was he the best second baseman in the league? No. Was he the best outfielder in the league? No. But what he was a good bat. And that's what Jeff, for me, that's what Jeff McNeil is. So if you dump a Jeff McNeil, you better turn to somebody. Is it going to be Brett Beatty? Well, Brett, you're talking about trading the guy who won the batting title one year. Mm-hmm. And you're going to replace him again with another young guy. So I think, again, for me, when it's all about, hey, look, we better get in the playoffs next year, you better have a real good sense of who, those guys that can get the job done at the major league level and have very, very good confidence that that job's going to get done.